Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday, June 19th. I want to share this infographic I put together. And the goal of the reason why I put this together was to help educate those of you who are still trying to wrap your head around the use cases of Ripple XRP. And as I've stated in the past, as the utility of XRP grows, because we're seeing Ripple is starting to branch out into different industries now, the value will increase. And that's why when you look at all these use cases, the idea of one XRP being over $100 is not far-fetched or ridiculous, because when you look at the details of how it's going to be used, it absolutely will have value. Because if you look at the market right now, a lot of Bitcoin's value, for example, is based on speculation, because Bitcoin is not used for anything right now. Sure, there's maybe one or two people, using it to buy things here or there, coffee, whatever. But when you think about mass adoption and utility on that front, people have not used Bitcoin because it's so expensive, it's so slow. Now, XRP, we already see it's being adopted by banks as well as money transfer companies, being implemented into ecosystems. They're currently launching their smart contracts again. So this is what I wanted to highlight in this graphic, and I hope it's helpful. It's something that you guys can share with people who don't understand when you talk about the value of XRP going up to $15 or so this year and even higher in the years to come. They don't get it, right? They're still stuck in the mindset of Bitcoin, so to speak. And as I've stated in the past, I'm holding Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few other cryptos, but I am most bullish on Ripple. And I'm not here to fight a religious battle between, trying to take down banks or whatever. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to actually make some money. And I think a lot of you who watch my channel are as well. So here's the graphic I put together. I'm going to share it. I put it on my visually profile here. So I'll share the link to this so you guys can pull this up and take a look at it. And I hope it's helpful, but let me do a quick run through here for you guys. So Ripple use cases. Obviously, here we have banks. It's been stated, even by Brad Garlinghouse just weeks ago, major banks will be using XRapid at the end of the year, which leverages XRP. And then next year, he said he expects dozens of banks. We also have a ton of money transfer companies such as Western Union, MoneyGram, Currencies Direct, a whole bunch of them. I can't even list all of them. There's so many that have some are testing XRapid, some have moved to production already. So we're seeing money transfer companies are leveraging XRP. We also have what's the emerging new use case, which is via this Spring initiative, where XRP will be inserted into ecosystems, into startups, into marketplaces, and so forth. And as you guys have seen with my interview with Tom McLeod of Omni, they are going to be integrating XRP into their marketplace. So think about that, right? It's going to be used as a currency within marketplaces. And if you get, for example, Amazon to use that, well, that's game over, right? That's checkmate right there. But the fact is they're inserting XRP into these ecosystems, into startups, funding businesses, which I think is a genius idea. But that will help drive the price up because it's going to be an actual currency used in marketplaces. And obviously we have the smart contracts, Codius, development, which is now back on the table. And we saw already a project, Alvor, has already launched on Ripple smart contract platform, guys, on the Ledger. So and that's very much like Ethereum, right? So if that grows as well, which I think it will, because obviously with the cost and speed and so forth, all of these use cases are together now will help drive the price up. Now, I think the biggest driver of the price will be the banks, because we're talking to transfer trillions of dollars daily, monthly, and so forth, right? But all of these other use cases will also help drive the price up, which I think is great. I'm a big believer of never putting all my eggs in one basket. And I think Ripple's taking that same approach that, okay, we're going to have banks use XRapid, but we're not only going to bank on that, so to speak. We're going to try to get other insertion of, XRP inserted into other use cases here, which I think is genius. And then also I put a note down here, to be determined use case. I spelled that wrong, user case. But I have in the notes here, Ripple has partnered with universities, as you guys know, and they're giving them a lot of money for the research and education of blockchain technology and so forth. But because they have these partnerships, potentially I could see as a business, they're going to try to see how can we insert XRP, right? I don't know how they would do it or how the use case would be, but it's possible. Could it be a currency that's used among universities, like a standard currency? Maybe. I don't know. But that is to be determined. It could happen. It could not. May not happen. So I wanted to share this with you guys. Hope it's helpful. Once again, I put it on my Visually account here. I'm going to put a link in the comment section in the description as well, so you guys can take a look at this. I hope this is helpful, and you can share this. Maybe share it on Twitter, Facebook, wherever, Reddit. This way, folks can get an understanding of what is going on here with Ripple, because this is big time, guys. I don't see any other crypto doing this. I see Bitcoin still trying to get on a Lightning Network. They're still trying to work everything out, but there's also divide among the community. Everybody's forking to Bitcoin Diamond, oil, gold, copper, whatever it is. Ethereum, obviously not as fast as Ripple, also not as cheap. So Ripple is way faster and cheaper, of course. So it has the advantage. And I think, once again, its utility will really help drive its price. And as adoption continues, we will see a high value for an individual XRP. I absolutely believe that. So I hope this is helpful. Once again, I'll put a link in the description. You guys can check it out. The next news I want to share here, you guys, we talked a bit about this. Ripple is obviously funding for the universities and schools. Just mentioned that. However, the Nasdaq featured this information. Now, who reads the Nasdaq? Who visits the Nasdaq? Investors. I'm not like a major investors, but guess what? People who are wealthy, who have a lot of money and so forth, who move in big money circles, they read the Nasdaq. They're on the site. So it's not so much the news of the content, so to speak, because we've already covered this, but the placement, where it's positioned. And I think this is great for Ripple. More eyeballs on Ripple XRP and what they're doing as a real company can spur more investments, especially given that it's on the NASDAQ, right? So definitely a good sign there. The other news I wanted to I wanted to tell you guys about, the Hilton Hotel Group, right? Obviously, rich folks. Paris Hilton is the daughter of the dude who owns the Hilton Hotel Group and all of that. Well, he's selling his mansion. He's saying he's going to accept cryptocurrency, $38 million mansion. Why is this important? Once again, because it's going mainstream. It's related to someone who is obviously famous, and these things will help the adoption of cryptocurrency, because it will become the norm. It'll become things that, cryptocurrency, maybe it's not a scam, right? To those people who are skeptics, those people who are still on the sidelines and not really paying attention, it may spur more investment. So that's why, even though I don't care about Paris Hilton and the Hiltons or whatever, the fact that they are kind of bullish on crypto and willing to accept crypto, they are influencers to some people and in pop culture and in celebrity world, right? So this is good for the influence in crypto. Anyway, what do you guys think about the graphic I put together, as well as the placement of this article on NASDAQ about Ripple XRP, and even the Hilton mansion being sold and willing to accept cryptocurrency? Love to hear what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And I'll talk to you guys later.